Hi everyone, Eileen here with another Lavinia stamps video tutorial for you. Now this is a very quick one. I'm batch making Christmas cards here. Well, I've done 3 and using exactly the same technique. So I will show you and demonstrate this one and then explain to you the different products that I've used to complete the other 2. So starting off with this one, let's get going. I have a piece of multifarious cardstock in cream and it's a 12 by 12 centimetre square. Laid it down and I'm using one of the new, reasonably new masks, stencil masks from Lavinia Stamps. I've got the tall leaf mask for this one, and the other 2 cards I used the leaf mask and I used the flower mask. So all 3 of them used one for each card. So popping down this tall leaf mask, I'm going diagonally. I'm not bothering to tape it up or anything. I'm just going to hold it, but need to be careful. Don't move it. And I'm using VersaFine Claire Warm Breeze for this one. Just taking off some of the ink because I don't want it to be too overpowering. And then going up and down through the mask. Try not to move it or come outside of the mask area. So don't really want any stray ink over the card. It's not too difficult to do, to be honest. It's quite easy. So that's that, like so. Now I don't want it to be too heavy, the ink, because I want the image to do all the talking regarding the card. Before I put the main image on, still retaining the VersaFine Claire Warm Breeze, I've got the Spirit of Christmas stamp, text stamp here. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Spirit of Christmas. Popped it on a block. Now I've used this background stamp, word stamp, for all 3 of the cards again. So all 3 of the cards have got this on. I'm just trying to see that it's straight. So, warm breeze, gentle tapping. First generation off of the ink, but don't press too heavily. I want to retain more of the ink than I normally do. So just down gently. And then with the coming down about, I don't know, an inch or so. About an inch, and more or less in the middle, so you've got the whole of the stamp on. Make sure it's straight, pressing it, and then over again to the right hand side. Don't re-ink. Underneath, gently pressing, so it's getting paler and more in the background, but you can still read it. And then over to the left, pressing, and then back again. Don't really want to go right to the bottom, so leave about 1 centimetre at the bottom, but you've more or less filled in the background. You've got the words there, you can read them, but they do get paler as they go down towards the bottom, and that will allow your main image to sing rather than be overshadowed. VersaFine Onyx Black now. And I've used VersaFine Onyx Black on all 3 of the images for the other cards as well. This is a lovely stamp. I think this stamp has been in the Lavinia Stamps catalogue for a number of years, and it's a firm favourite every Christmas. Right, some stray ink on the block. I'll get that off. It's a damp cloth. way it goes. And then I'm popping it down, but not in the middle. I'm going to move it over a little towards the left, so it's just off centre. And that will allow some of the stenciled image to show too. Beautiful day here in North Kent. Sun is shining, it's warm. It's the Italian Grand Prix this afternoon. And I'm crafting most of the day. Oh, always a bonus. There we go. Press down and up. Lovely image, absolutely stunning image. There we go. Not much more to do to this now. I just want to make sure that I don't get my fingers all over that tree. So I'm covering that up because I'm going to go around the edges now with a Sharpie. You can dry this off if you wish using a heat gun. Just drawing a line round, down onto the copy paper, but part of that line goes onto the side of the card and it gives me a nice border. Okay, I did that with all three of the cards again, exactly the same, black. Pop that down, turn this over, and then I found myself a card blanking cream, and I don't know where I've put it now. Anyway, strictly it isn't, I'm not really bothered about that. And just have another quick look. No, I don't know what I've done with it. So I'll take one of these. So I did a card blank, 10th fold, look. I didn't use multifarious cardstock for this. I used a cream cardstock. I believe it was Paper Mill Direct. But I love my multifarious so much. It's quite precious to me. I just use it as much for the toppers as rather anything else because it takes inks and other mediums so well. So I raised this up onto pads as I did all three of the cards, raised up onto glue pads or foam tape, and then placed it in the middle of this 13 centimetre square card blank. Before I did that, though, I got some enamel accents, just seeing that it flows, and just very quickly highlighted some of the baubles on the tree. There are 4 of them that are quite large, so I then, because I wanted 5, I did the 4 largest and then one of the smaller ones. And for this card, that's it, that's complete, apart from mounting it onto my card blank. So I'm just going to very quickly whip through the other cards and show you the difference. For this one, I used the stamp called 3 Kings, and I also used VersaFine Claire Shady Lane. The background text was exactly the same as I've used in card number 1, which was Spirit of Christmas, and the image was stamped with VersaFine Onyx Black. So that was card 2. Card 3, the main image was again stamped with VersaFine Onyx Black. The background stamp text was exactly the same as used in all 3 of the cards, the Spirit of Christmas. The ink that I've used here was Charming Pink in the background, and for the stencil was Flower Mask, and the main image is Mary. And that is a really elegant Christmas stamp. And that's it. So just to recap, any questions, just please ask. Leave me a comment. Pop these out of the way. Like so. So that's the one that I have demonstrated for you. This is the one using the 3 kings. This is the one using Mary. And all 3 cards, same technique, same text stamp, same edging, same size. And that's it. Have fun. I shall make a few more of these. Thanks ever so much for looking today. Thank you for your interest, and thank you so much for all the comments that you leave me. Have a nice Sunday. Take care. Bye for now.